The pictures on your screen just last night in Cincinnati. Hundreds rallying downtown, calling for an end to what they see as a significant problem. I want to talk about this with Cincinnati's Chief of Police, Jeffrey Blackwell, who joins me live right now. Chief Blackwell, thanks so much for taking the time to come out to talk this morning. I want to get your impressions first and foremost, not about the smaller issue of just 1 or 2 nights of people marching in the streets, but the bigger issue of what Baltimore may be facing, other cities across the nation may be facing in terms of this issue with people feeling that police are too heavy-handed. Your impression, sir?
I agree with you, Ashley, and good morning. I think that the nation is speaking very loudly to us in this profession about the need for us to change our strategic and operational guidelines and how we operate in our cities and in our towns. We have to listen to what people are saying, and we have to effect the change by being adaptable to the changing policing environment. And it's not going to be easy, but it has to be done.
It's been about 15 years as we do the math since the riots in your city. A young man named Timothy Thomas, unarmed black man, shot by police. What has changed or what hasn't changed? I'm going to ask you to be really introspective about this as to what's happening in Cincinnati and if there are any lessons people in Baltimore can take from what you've been through.
Absolutely, and Commissioner Batts is a good friend, and we will have discussions. I certainly want to help him in any way that I can. Cincinnati was there in 2001, and from that a collaborative agreement was drawn up with the help and the input of thousands of people in our city. That expired in 2007, but we still live by that agreement today, 8 years after the expiration. But let me just say this, Ashley. If cities are waiting on the DOJ to come in and tell them what they need to do, they are behind the curve. America is speaking loudly right now from all walks of life in cities big and small that they want to see transparency, they want to see engagement, and they want to see constitutional policing. We do that here. We're engaged, we walk our talk, and we're not perfect. There is no panacea, if you will, of policing, but we try our best to remind our officers every day to treat people with dignity and respect and not be so concerned with the enforcement part of the job that we forget the engagement part, the need to collaborate with our citizens, 99% of whom are good, honest, hardworking people.
And I think, you know, a lot of police would also say they need to be treated with respect as well. They have a horrible job. They're put in danger every day. They face a lot of adversity out on the streets as well, which I'm sure leads to a lot of angst. I do want to ask you a little bit about what the solution is in terms of what people on the streets are demanding. In Ferguson, they wanted a change at the top. They wanted to see the police chief out of a job. They wanted the mayor out of a job, and they called for that nightly. I'm not hearing that here, and I'm not sure if it has to do with race or not. I'm not sure how much of this has to do with race, how much of this has to do with policing, because I'm sure you know well, this community has an extraordinary representation of black people in its leadership. The police chief, the mayor, half of the police force, and the list goes on in terms of city leaders. But why isn't anyone calling for their heads at this point?
Well, I'm not sure why no one in Baltimore is calling for their heads, but I agree with you wholeheartedly that this isn't about race. This is about operational platforms, and it's about leadership in your cities and what you expect your police officers to do and how you expect them to do it. It starts with the chief, but it has to be pushed down to the street level so that your cops in your city are treating people fairly and in an unbiased fashion, and that also that they don't have a strategic platform of only enforcement. We can't arrest our way out of crime, and I heard the previous show and a lot of dialogue about crime rates being down across the country, and they are, and yet we still have these protests that are growing every single day. So I think from the dialogue we need to take away that it's not necessarily about lowering crime rates. We can't hang our hat simply on the success of lowering crime in our communities. We have to hang our hat on the success of building authentic relationships that are sustainable with our community so that we can infuse, if you will, guardianship and anchorship in our communities to keep crime down and to keep the relationship between cops and community a healthy one.
Jeffrey Blackwell, Chief Blackwell, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. I hope we get a chance to speak in the future, too.
Thank you, Ashley.